Hello everyone. I always have to set my timer. Y'all know I'll just keep going and going and going. It's like the Energizer battery, right? We're gonna connect in. It's been a little while since I've been able to do this, so I'm hoping to try to get back to regular ones again. So let's just tune into the cards for a second. Set the intention that this reading finds those that need it. I open myself up to be a divine conduit and channel to bring through messages for the collective, for their highest good, so that they have clarity, that they feel that aha moment, knowing that this message is for them and is the answer to the question they have been seeking a solution for. When they hear it, they're going to feel supported and know that this message is directly from their guides and angels. Okay, just going to clear the space for a second. Do a little light language, clearing the cards, and then we'll dig in. Okay, I've got the Old Faithful here. Start out here with the island time. See if we can get kind of a general feel as to what we are working with. Okay. Oh, got that one trying to come. Interesting. It's very interesting. Coffin and then wedding rings. It's like, okay, maybe we got some Halloween themed marriages coming up. I'm kidding. So coffin is endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise, and the phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Okay, so something is going on here with, I'm getting a feeling like divorces, okay? So there have been some situations here with people going through separations, divorces. I feel like even if people weren't married, this is still pertaining to a group that had a very serious relationship going on. Okay, so it was like, it kind of felt like it would move into marriage. So if you weren't married, but you were in a situation where marriage was maybe talked about, it felt that way, this situation has come to an end or is ending. I really do feel though that this is a lot of people that have gone through a breakup from a serious situation. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like right now that it like just happened. This could be something that happened a few months ago, maybe a year ago, and it's feeling a bit challenging to wade through. But it's definitely here to bring something new. I set the deck down and it was upside down, and we have the Grim Reaper. So the relationship is over. So obviously this is about something that ended. It felt like it was going to be probably the end all be all. It was probably a situation where people thought that they had found their twin flame. For some of you, it was just a karmic marriage relationship, and it has ended. We're going through the challenges of divorce, separation, some of that struggle here. Let's get some clarification with this. This is interesting. The Hangman with the coffin. This is saying endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So the Hangman is about transition, transformation, especially when he is reversed. Oh, wow. So 10 of Wands reversed with these wedding rings card. That's like a heavy burden, carrying quite a significant burden. It was, I feel like the situation was very one-sided with this reverse 10 of Wands. So it was like, I'm getting that like the person felt that they could never do anything right, that they were, I'm hearing the word berated. Like it was like a constant kind of putting someone down, feeling this energy of failure, feeling this energy of not good enough. So like it felt very one-sided. It felt very one-sided. Okay, 5 of Cups here with this Phoenix card. Phoenix is all about transformation. This is going to be kind of this energy. I mean, it's like we're finally here in this space of like recognizing that it's time to move on. I feel like a lot of people have had trouble with that. They've been struggling with this transition where it's like it is over, like accepting that it's over, almost like holding out hope. And I find it interesting because we do that, right? It's like we hope that this will continue even though we weren't really happy. But it's kind of more the connection with the, like I'm hearing the word rejection. So it's almost like we want to feel like we won, where it's like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't fail. So like wanting the other person to want us too, instead of realizing that the other person, like it doesn't have anything to do with us. You know, sometimes things have just run their course. Sometimes things are just where they're like, they just did what they're supposed to do. So let's see. All right, we've got something. This has ended. Put you there. Let's see what else. What's coming up for this group situation that they're going through. I just feel a lot like people are going through, either going through an actual divorce or feeling something similar because they felt very connected. I feel like there's a small group here that were very attached to this relationship. They felt very invested. I'm going to say right now, I have the 6 of Cups coming out reversed. Immediately when I saw that, I heard it's not a twin flame union. So I feel like for some, they were convinced that this was a twin flame. 6 of Cups is a twin flame card. But with it coming out reversed is really interesting. It was like immediately, like this is not a twin flame union. So I'm sorry for those that kind of were banking on that, really hoping that that was the case. It's not. It was not, and it is not. So let's see here. So 6 of Pentacles reversed here. So this is, again, like telling me that this is very like one-sided. This relationship was, it was almost like someone felt like they had to beg for scraps. So, and I'm getting this almost like from both people. Like one was feeling, they both were feeling like they had to beg for scraps. Like both felt that the other was coming up short in some way. Like one feeling like they were having to like beg for attention, to feel important is what I'm getting. The other one feeling more like deprived in certain ways, like their needs aren't being met in certain ways, feeling like they are doing the best they can, but it's not enough. King of Swords here. This is interesting. I feel like the situation, like as we're moving through this, there is a clarity that's coming through. Okay, so there's this sense of, I just heard foreboding. That's not a great word. So there, this sense of like foreboding that kind of settled over us, understanding that this situation is not going to ever be rectified. Like it's over, and we're kind of struggling with that. Like this group is having trouble letting go. Ace of Wands with the Six of Cups. Yeah, it's been a very heavy situation. It's reversed. Goodness. Eight of Cups reversed. With the Six of Pentacles. So whatever was happening with the Six of Pentacles energy, where it was like one-sided, this is what created the distance. Okay, so it was like both people were feeling neglected. They were. I'm kind of seeing like with couples where it was like the masculine feeling like the feminine wasn't like giving enough, if you know what I mean. And then the feminine felt like the masculine wasn't giving enough when it came to like attention, emotional connection. So there was like this energy of just both were feeling neglected. And it caused the situation to fade, separate, fall apart. Okay. Yeah, even this Ace of Wands reversed. That's, that's like the motivation. It's like fire, new beginning, something exciting. So this is telling me that it was like there was like a lack of motivation. It's kind of became like a chore, is what I feel from this Page of Cups. So with this King of Swords energy being more of like, King of Swords can be like the authoritarian. I feel like there was like some control issues going on with this. I'm honestly feeling, what I'm seeing with this is like the masculine feeling like they're working to try to please the feminine, and it was like trying to be what she wanted, and it's like it wasn't enough. It was almost like this Page of Cups energy with this, like it was like fake. There was like an act. So Page of Cups reversed is like emotional immaturity. So this is telling me that it was like the masculine was like trying to be this role, but it was like they didn't know how. I feel like this group that we're dealing with, these masculines are a little bit more passive, maybe like sheep archetypes. And so the feminine was kind of being overbearing. I'm hearing the word inept. It was like someone felt that the other was inept, like they weren't capable of satisfying them in some way. Interesting. So just like both people in this situation were not feeling satisfied, but there was, I feel like it just ran its course. Like there wasn't enough there that either one felt like, hey, let's talk and try to fix this. I know we're both unhappy. It was just kind of like, it just kind of fell apart, that Eight of Cups energy. But I'm feeling like one is having trouble letting go. And I feel like it's the masculines of this situation, because that warrior's wound energy, right? That fear of failure, the fear of inadequacy is like that got triggered. So they're kind of marinating in that energy a little bit, is what I feel. I will say there's some clarity that's coming through with this Ace of Swords energy here. Man, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Y'all are gonna be in for it if that happens. I'm a very loud sneezer. Yeah, almost like inner clarity here. But I still sense like some confusion around this. It's almost like these masculines, like the situation really affected this other person's self-esteem. So I don't want to say it's necessarily all just masculines in this situation, but whatever was going on in this relationship where the other person was kind of projecting this energy that the other one was failing, coming up short, not doing enough, not being enough, not whatever, not enough in general. It's really affected the other person's self-esteem. I kind of feel like with the World card reversed here, it feels almost like they're like drifting around. Or it's like they don't know what to be, they don't know what to do, they don't know. It's like with this World card, it's like this woman is like floating. It's just like, it feels like disarray to me. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. There is no ending, there is no beginning. There's just fear, honestly, is what I feel. A lot of fear. I just keep hearing fear of failure. Like a lot of fear of failure in this one. I'm not good enough. That's what this situation kind of created. Okay. But we have the High Priestess here. So I do feel like this group is moving into clarity with this Ace of Swords. Like there is some type of resolution, not meaning that the relationship is going to get back together, but it's almost like starting to understand, starting to see that it wasn't that we failed, it was just that we're human. Sometimes things are just not a good fit. They were at one time, but then, I mean, people change so much, they evolve. Wow, Ace of Wands reversed with this Ace of Swords. So there's still this very heavy energy. Whoever this is, they're feeling very stuck. It's like they don't know how to move forward, and Wands is masculine energy, so it's like I do feel like there's more masculine energy with this one. It could be feminines too, but ones that are overactive archetypes, because overactive archetypes, peacock, snake, and the dragon, those tend to be in the toxic masculine energy. So it could be those, but whatever happened here, it really did take a number on somebody's self-esteem. I almost feel like too, like with this High Priestess, it's almost like there's like a new opportunity, but they're not taking it with this Ace of Wands energy. Like not feeling good enough. Like maybe this person met someone new. Maybe you're that person. Like this person you guys just met, and they're having trouble like moving forward. They're having trouble taking the next step. They're having trouble kind of taking that that movement, because their like belief, there it is. Yep. Their belief in themselves is so corrupt. 8 of Swords reversed with this High Priestess. So self-limiting thoughts, beliefs, like, yeah, it's all like they're holding themselves prisoner from being able to like move forward and step into this new energy. Temperance with this World card. Temperance is like balance, give and take, equal energy exchange. Man, me understand this a little bit more here. There's something, I can tell that there's something more that they want to tell me. So there's something new that it's come up, and this might be the viewer, it might be you dealing with someone, but it's delayed. Like it can't move forward. The World card reversed here is like we're not able to find a sense of direction with this. Block with the energy exchange. This High Priestess. High Priestess is like intuition. I'm hearing I don't know what to do. Like this Eight of Swords. It's almost like someone, because of whatever happened, they don't trust themselves anymore. I feel like we already kind of covered that a little bit, but it's like they really, it's really affected their ability to do that. Okay, tell me more. It's interesting. I saw it. Oh, where are you? On the bottom here, the Four of Wands. So that is the Twin Flame card. So the situation that we were in was not one. I got that very clearly early on in this. But I do feel like these people are part of the Twin Flame program, or are at least meant to have a high vibrational soul relationship, like a soul connection with someone who can fulfill, like deeply fulfill them. And it's like they're trying to move into that, but there's a lot of just like self-doubt, a lot of again, like this fear of failure, feeling like I didn't do good enough in this previous situation. Ooh, fuzzy. And so I don't feel like I'll be able to be good enough for someone else. So they're like blocking themselves from being able to move forward. So again, this could be the viewer, or this could be someone you're dealing with, where it's like there's a connection, there's stuff going there, but it's like there's, give me more information here. Yeah, the Fool reverse. So we're not moving forward. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to get the clarifying. Oh, there it is. Why aren't we moving forward? Okay. Interesting. So we're not taking a step forward because I almost feel like somebody's trying to play the field here. I got Two of Pentacles, which is like juggling. Okay. So we're juggling, maybe some options here, or maybe that like, what is that? FOMO, fear of missing out. So there's like some energy here, a little bit of maybe commitment phobia, or like really leaning into that fear of maybe I won't be good enough for something. I won't be able to do it. So instead I'm just gonna like keep things a little bit more casual. But this is what's preventing the movement, is someone's juggling too much. So it could be multiple partners. It could be just too much work, too many other things that they're allowing to be a distraction because it's an excuse, right? It's like that thing. If someone's really serious, especially if a masculine is serious about a woman, they're gonna let them know. Like they're gonna step forward and say, hey, I recognize that you're awesome, you're amazing, and I don't want anybody else to snag you, so like you're mine. Like they're gonna do that, and not in like the narcissistic love bombing, like really unhealthy way that happens within like 2 days of meeting. That's like after a couple months of dating or a couple weeks, like, so tell me more about this. Okay. So the lack of forward movement, again, is coming from them like almost like overfilling their plate. I feel like this is a distraction though, because they're not wanting to have to sit with their emotions. I've got 8 of Pentacles here reversed, which is like self-mastery, doing the work. So it's almost like a little bit of a distraction. Like I want to stay busy. I want to keep busy with different things. So that could be, again, like different partners. And not necessarily even partners. It could just be like playing the field, like dating around. It could be like adding too many activities, adding, like taking on a lot of overtime at work, like something like that. That's like, I'm going to make sure that I'm really busy so that I don't have to really sit with this, sit with the uncomfortable feelings, sit with the hurt, sit with the heartache, sit with that feeling of failure. I don't want to sit with it. So they're kind of, these distractions are to keep them from having to really have an actual relationship. Wow. Ooh. Okay, there's just a lot of fear here. I do actually feel like this is, whatever the situation is, this has the potential to be something, but this person is, they're not ready. Like they're not there. They do need to do a lot of work on themselves to heal. Interesting. Empress just came out. Again, I was just saying that I feel like there's potential here. This is like, Empress is like abundance, love, like kind of the culmination of all of it. Just kind of like the culmination of all the queens, where it's like, just got all that balance, the money, the power, the compassion. Okay, I got the Chariot. So there is a potential for forward movement with this situation, okay? But this blockage, that's what's going on, okay? This is why they're doing this. This is why they're doing this. This is why they're overextending themselves, because the feelings are uncomfortable. I do feel like though there is potential for this to be something, but I really want to encourage those who are in this situation, like kind of this Empress vibe here too, like be that. Just go ahead and be that. Be detached from the outcome. Don't really like put all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. Don't be, because we need to, this is tough because when we're in a situation like this, obviously we don't want to be like, oh, you're hurting too bad, like you can't be what I want, bye, right? Like that's not, but we also need to respect ourselves, right? And honor ourselves and be there for ourselves and not self-abandon, self-betray, that kind of energy. So again, it's just maybe just being a friend to this person for a while, just kind of being there for them, but focusing on your own abundance, your own success, your own healing, your own growth, because that's honestly with this Empress, with the Chariot, that's what I get the vibe is going to actually make this situation be able to move forward, is kind of by you just doing your own thing. I will say, especially if you're dealing with a masculine who's in this energy of like not wanting to move forward and keeping themselves really busy. If you have a masculine who is afraid of failure and afraid of letting you down, and you feel too emotionally dependent or reliant on him, they will withdraw more because they're more terrified that they're going to let you down. But if they see that you are independent, that you are content, that you're happy, that you're good, then they feel like they're in a safe place to kind of do this 8 of Pentacles energy where they can like sit with it, lick their wounds, do what they need to do, and you're good, so that there's not going to be this further withdrawal, because that's gonna like muck it up. Okay, I just kind of got like, there you go. So I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to move over to the extended in my private community, which is referred to as the collective. This is a members only space where you can watch the extended and interact with me live. I don't interact on live for the first part of these readings because it just gets way too distracting. That's on me. Like I just can't. If I'm channeling, like I'll get way too distracted. But if you want to access that, if you're on Instagram, you can do that through the link in my bio. If you watch the replay on YouTube, it's going to be in the description. What I'm going to do in the extended is I want to look and see like best case scenario for this connection and to try to get an idea of timeline with that, and kind of see what the recommendations are for the people if they're the one in this situation where they are kind of keeping themselves busy because they're afraid to move forward. And then for those that have a potential partner that's doing this, how do they support them? How do they kind of go through that? So that's what I'm going to look at in the extended. All right. Of course, if you want a full reading, you can book that too in the same places, bio link or in the description. And yeah, reach out if you have questions, you need anything. I always do what I can to support the community. All right, I will see you all over on the extended, or I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.